So I use Global Sources heaps for sourcing, as well as Alibaba and other platforms, but this is another very good one. And Global Sources tends to have some other Australian suppliers on, but the MOQs, the minimum order quantities, are usually fairly high because you tend to be dealing with factories and not middlemen on Global Sources. So just like if you were looking to get some work done in Australia, what you would do is you would get 3 quotes from 3 different people. So Wayne, exactly the same thing. When you're looking for your supplier in Australia, go to 3 different suppliers, get 3 different quotes, if you can of course, for that particular product, and that's how you'll be able to compare apples and apples to actually get your pricing down. That's what I tend to do if I'm going to source from within Australia. The other thing you can do as well, at the beginning when you contact them, and always if you're dealing with an Australian company, call them. Do not email them. Call them, speak to them, build a relationship with them, and that is a much better way of operating. Beyond belief, much better. You'll get better prices every single time. So always call. And then what I do as well is I ask for price break points. So all manufacturers offer price break points where they say basically if you order up to, for instance, 100 units of a product, you'll pay one price. Between 101 and 500 units, you'll pay another price. From 501 to 1,000 units, another price, etc., etc., etc. So I start with the price break point for whatever it is I'm looking for, say, I don't know, 100 pieces of something. But then I also say, given that I'm going to go ahead with you, and given that this is going to be a good long-term relationship, what's your price break for my next order, which I'm looking at about 1,000 units? What will your price point be at that break? So I can start to get a sense of what negotiating I can do based on that. And then ultimately what I try and do is I try and get the price for 100 units to match the price for 1,000 units. That tends to be my negotiating strategy initially, at least, and then of course from there onwards. And then and as far as actually finding a good manufacturer in Australia, then you can look at things like, do they go to trade shows? That's always a good one. If they're going to trade shows, then they're usually legitimate. You can run a credit check on them. Lots of organizations can offer you credit checks, and you'll usually spend $20 on that for a credit check. You can see how long they've been in business for by going to ASIC's website and looking at their ABN. Tells you how long they've been in business for. And I always, when I call them as well, I want to hear how passionate they are about the product, how interested they are in it as well. I ask them what trade shows they're going to as well to find out if they're exhibiting. And the one thing that you don't look at is websites. So if they've got a terrible website, don't let that faze you at all. Most manufacturers, wholesalers, etc., their websites are crap, and that's a good thing because they don't want to sell to consumers. That's why they have us, because we sell to consumers, and we do all the marketing and have the great websites on Amazon, etc., etc. So don't let the website faze you. So that gives you some good ideas there, Wayne, about how to negotiate, how to make sure you're getting a good price, and how to find some people as well, mate. So I hope that helps. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales I've used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business. And the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon. And indeed, Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.